Saving this thing is difficult. So let's talk about it today. I don't know if I'm going to solve any of the world's problems, but we can certainly discuss 5 ways that you could look at your everyday budget and save a little money and put it towards your gold stash. No matter what the price of gold is, it always seems a little bit out of reach. So when you're thinking about setting up a budget for gold, here's my advice. Look into the easy stuff of your life and see if you can cut expenses from there and shift those dollars over into your precious metals savings or however, your activation capital for gold and silver. But here's the first thing I would look at, and that is eating out. Of all the things on the list today, this is what you want to look at first, because this is probably the quickest, the easiest, and the most impactful. If you look into your life and you think about how much you spend when you're going out and eating with friends or just doing your everyday thing, it's quite significant. So let's look at the math. If you were to give yourself 2 days a week at a $20 budget to eat out, that would be $40 a week and the equivalent of $1,920 a year. So imagine if you just cut that amount out, you would be looking at an ounce of gold almost at today's prices just for not eating at those fast food locations. Quite frankly, you'd be an idiot to not do this. So look at cutting that out, or at least half of that out, and reallocating that towards your precious metal budget. The second thing, and this is not a problem for me because I don't drink it, but coffee. If you look at coffee, it's super expensive and it's a very regular recurring thing in your budget. Starbucks, believe it or not, I checked Google and ChatGPT, but the average Starbucks coffee is $3.65. So if you look at that once a day for the entire course of a work year, you're looking at $946 in Starbucks coffee. Now we complain about premiums of metals, but think about the premiums that you're pumping into Starbucks right now. So think about stopping that madness and moving that near $1,000 of allocated budget into your precious metal pot. The third area I'm going to pick on, and probably you should too in your budget, is subscription services. And I'll be kind here. I'm not going to go through a whole bunch and list them, but I'll pick on 2. Netflix and cable. If you look at those 2 things, cable about $100 a year, and Netflix, call it $13.99 according to Google's latest results in my quick search. But you're looking between those 2 things, $1,367 a year you're spending on those subscription services. So again, you're looking at more than half an ounce value of gold in today's value, and you could stop that madness. Find a creative way to get content for free, like YouTube, and move that into your precious metal bucket. The fourth area is impulse shopping. I don't have a huge issue with this, but I have in the past, and I think this one can really, creep up and bite you in the butt. So one thing you want to think about shopping is you want to have a plan, because if you're not smart, when you get into those retail locations, you're just going to blow your wad. So if you look at the average person, and I don't know if I'm being kind or not, but I've allocated $200 a month. Most people probably spend in impulse shopping. And I know that budgets are different, so don't go crazy on the comments here. But assuming $200 a month, that's $2,400 a year that you're just sort of wasting in impulse buys in either retail or other locations. So cut that out and move that into your precious metal bucket. And the last area here, and it varies depending on area, region, person, and sort of specific case here, but we look at home, auto, and life insurance. Believe it or not, if you looked at those and put those policies up for review and did a market review there, you'd probably find some significant savings across all 3 of those, and that would be a significant contribution towards your precious metal savings. So I just ran through a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm not sure what any of it amounts to, but we've talked about 5 different ways that you could look into your own life, save some money, and move that money or shift it into your gold or silver savings account there, or savings pot. So let's add it up though. Let's do this for real. So eating out, coffee, subscription services, impulse shopping, and home, auto, and life insurance. You add up all those things over 1 year and all the numbers we counted today, you're looking at $6,633. So if you're sitting there today and you're twiddling your thumbs and you're wondering, how do I come up with more money to save for silver or gold? Might I add that you just look a little deeper into the everyday stuff that you're doing and be a little bit tough on yourself, have a little sacrifice, and work it out. Because if that's what it takes, then I'm sure you can pull that off. So if you enjoyed this content, please think about hitting like and subscribe and checking out one of the other videos here on the screen. This has been Bullion Breakdown. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one.